later on, I was in Chicago Temple, and Srila Prabhupada came to visit. And he was at the airport. He was getting ready to leave. And it was just after that very famous controversial press conference about the 64-ounce brain and the 32-ounce brain. And we were distributing big books at the temple as Srila Prabhupada was leaving. And Prabhupada looked over and saw one of the Matajis distributing big books. And he smiled this huge grin and said to the devotee that was next to him, he says, "My female devotees, my women disciples, they have 64-ounce brain." So, yeah. Another story, I was in Montreal Temple. It was 1975, and we were going to go to the Mayapur festival at the opening of the Krishna Balaram Temple. And before we left for India, I came back to Los Angeles to visit my family, my parents. And my parents were very favorable to Krishna consciousness. My mother and my father had been here at the temple visiting. My mother had made garlands for Srila Prabhupada and helped cook. So when I was leaving to go back to Montreal, they knew I was going to go to India, and my mother was saying, "Is there anything I can give to your spiritual master? You know, I'd like to send something along with you." And I said, "Well, you know, whatever you want." So she said, "Well, I made some guava jam," because she had guava trees. "Do you think he would like that?" And I said, "I'm sure he would." So I took it with me to India, and I was in Vrindavan, and I went up to Srila Prabhupada's door to give to his servant at the time, and he's going, "Oh, come on in and give it to him yourself." I'm going, "No, you know, I didn't want to." And so I gave it to the servant to give to him. And the servant found me later and told me that Srila Prabhupada was so appreciative of it. And he actually Srila Prabhupada wrote my mother a letter. And it was so sweet, you know, just that little service. And he appreciated it so much. Wrote, you know, quite a long letter to my mother about how much he appreciated it, and talked about me, you know, "Your daughter is so nicely engaged in devotional service, and she's happy, and she's being well cared for." And it was really sweet. And my mother appreciated that very much. And I just want to tag on the end here is my mother left her body just recently, and it's like, who can know the potency of the mercy of Srila Prabhupada? Because I just pray that I have just a fraction of the mercy that she had when she left her body. I was with her for a couple of weeks leading up to her death, and I sat by her bedside and read Bhagavad Gita to her every day. She had on headphones with Prabhupada chanting japa. You know, just moments before she passed, she was listening to the Krishna meditation tape, you know, the days and moments, you know, and I was right there when she left her body. And it's really amazing, and I just see it's all Srila Prabhupada's mercy, that little bit of service and that appreciation for a pure devotee. Thank you.